Once upon a time, a forest frog came across a strawberry. What a marvelous discovery, she thought. She has never seen a strawberry before. So it was understandable she was cautious at first. The strawberry was still green, just barely made it out of flowering. So the frog sniffed it, and instantly she knew that there was something magic within this plant, something so sweet and so delicate that she at once must eat it once it's ready. The frog looked around, making sure that nobody could see her discovery. And to be extra sure, she gathered leaves and twigs and covered the strawberry. The strawberry was a good 100 jumps away from where the frog lived, so she really needed to make sure that nobody would come close to her treasure. And so she started to visit the plant every day. But on the third day, she noticed that there was no growth happening, that the plant started to wilt, and the strawberry was just as green as few days before. "Why is it so?" she cried out. "I've done everything I possibly can to ensure that it's safe. There is enough water. It is covered so nobody could discover it. So why are you wilting?" But there was only silence that came back at her. Disappointed and tired, the frog jumped all the way back to her pond. And as she sat there, looking at the still water, she noticed Daisy. "Hey, dear sister Daisy, I have a question for you. For you are a plant." The daisy turned her beautiful yellow-white face towards the frog. "You see, I found a strawberry on the forest floor the other day, and I really want to have the fruit of it, so I covered it well with soft mosses. I bring water to it, but I've noticed that over time it's wilted and the fruit is not getting riper. What must be done there?" the frog asked. The daisy shook her head, with yellow pollen dust falling off it. "You see, my face is so round and bright, not because I'm covered by mosses, but because I am stretched towards the sun. For it's the sun's grace that gives me joy of life and makes me bloom and brings the bees towards me. I don't know much about your strawberry, but I do know that every creature needs sun." The daisy said her words and stretched further up towards the ray of sunshine that came to play with her. Excited, the frog leaped all the way to the strawberry plant. She lifted the moss, the leaves and the twigs. "There," she said, pointing with her paw towards the sun. "Here is the sun. Now ripen." But nothing happened. But soon it was time for her to go home to her pond, for the night was coming. Reluctantly, she made her way back, And that night she couldn't sleep at all, for she was worried that somebody would discover her treasure and take strawberry for themselves. And so it was for the couple of days that the frog would go to the strawberry plant and stay there the whole day and only go and sleep to her pond. And as soon as the sun would start rising, she'll be back by the strawberry plant. She got so focused that she didn't notice how exhausted she was. She was waiting for the strawberry to ripen. And one day, to her delight as she arrived, she noticed the rosy side on the white strawberry. It was happening. It was ripening. And the frog started to jump around the strawberry in joy. She was so delighted. She could feel the juice and the life force pulsing through the fruit, and she couldn't wait to taste it. And she jumped and jumped and danced, and as she did, she saw the fruit get brighter and brighter in color. It grew right in front of her, ripening, with seeds becoming black and the flesh becoming juicier. Just a little bit more, she thought. She calmed down and sat by the berry, waiting. But so tired she was from all the backwards and forwards watching the plant grow, from all the dancing and joyful celebration of anticipated feast, that sitting there with the warmth of the sun and the gentle song of the breeze and the birds, she started to sway, her eyes started to close, and she fell asleep. And it happened that it was the exact time when the deer was walking by. He saw something sparkling. As he stopped and looked, he noticed a dancing frog. How fascinating, he thought. I have never seen a frog dance. He could see how overjoyed she was, so he stood there for a while watching her, mesmerized by the beauty and the joy that he was witnessing. She will make a fine friend, he thought. And when he noticed that she came down and sat down on the moss floor of the forest, he made his way towards her. But when he made it there, she was fast asleep. The deer didn't want to wake up the frog. So in disappointment, he turned around to walk away. And just as he did, he noticed the red, juicy strawberry. My favorite, the deer said, and ate it. The frog jumped up, hearing the voice of the deer. No, no! She could see how he was still chewing on her strawberry. She could smell the sweet scent. She was so disappointed she started to cry. I've been here for weeks, she said, waiting for the strawberry to ripen. It was mine. How dare you, without asking me? Oh, I'm sorry, said the deer. I did not realize that. I came to play with you, for I was mesmerized by your dance, and when I saw you asleep, I turned around to walk away, not to disturb you, and then I noticed the strawberry. I didn't know it was so dear to you. The frog sighed. There was nothing to be done here. She could see that it wasn't Deer's fault. He truly didn't know. And yet, that also meant that she hasn't tasted the strawberry, and she may never know what it tastes like. I see that you are disappointed, said the deer, and I can't give you your strawberry back, but I could take you back to your pond, as I also see that you are tired. He lowered his head and the frog jumped on it, and the two of them walked slowly but surely through the forest to the pond. And as they walked, the frog told him all about the strawberry and how much she wished to taste the sweetness of it, for she heard stories of it since she was a child. And the deer tried to describe to her of what it tasted like the summer meadows or the buzz of a honeybee, or like the sun felt when it smiled. And then he told her about where he comes from, of the trees he loves and other creatures he met. And the two loved each other's stories that much that they met again the next day, and the day after, and the day after that, and soon became really good friends. And some might say that that's the sweetest fruit there is.